Welcome back to our channel. I'm Michelle. It's gonna be just me today because this is an informational video, so I thought it'd be easier for me to go ahead and just go over all of it by myself. And besides, it's well past midnight, so both of the girls are asleep. So as you can tell by the title, this is going to be a continuation of my series of where we look into fake Loungefly mini backpacks, and well, mini backpacks and anything else that we might find Loungefly. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with a couple things. One, I have noticed that since I've started this series, when people find out that fakes exist of Loungefly, people freak out. Please don't freak out. Out of the hundreds, thousands of Loungefly backpacks, we have only found somewhere in like 10 bags that have been faked. I don't actually know the number, I can't remember, of like all the bags that we found so far. So it's nothing crazy. There's like a few designs that we know of that's like pretty well known and documented, where we've seen like several people find them. So there's not that many of them, so don't worry. Most of the bags are not faked. There's like a couple handful. We don't even know why these specific ones are. At first I thought it was just because they were like popular designs, but the ones like say like Halloween snack and then like the Grogu and his hovercraft, like those aren't like super sought after ones, but yet there are fakes of them. So it seems a little bit random, but like I said, there's not that many of them, so please don't worry too much about a bag that you got is being faked. And then what I'm gonna actually do before I get into the new fakes that we have found recently, I'm gonna go back to our the original Loki. So hopefully you've seen some of my past videos. If you guys want to take a look at any of the other ones that we've discussed in the past, I should make like a playlist, that way you guys can quickly find them. So the original Loki is probably the one that most people have had issues with, because out of all the bags that have been faked, this one is like the most popular. So I'm just gonna go over a couple things really quick, because like I said, I think I made the video back in like 2019 and I've had a lot of questions about it, and so I'm gonna just answer the main ones I can think of really quickly. Just hopefully that'll help you guys out a little bit. One of the first things that pops up is people asking about the heart logo. So this bag is one of the ones that was released before and after the Funko buyout from Loungefly. So if you don't know, before Loungefly was bought by them, their logo was this heart logo in front of the Loungefly. Once they were bought out, they changed it to the little crown over the Y to signify their partnership with the company. This bag, because it was still being produced before and after the buyout, it comes in both styles because it was released before and it's been re-released now. If you're looking for this one, the re-release version, only buy from the shop. I think this is the SW Superstore. Link down in my link tree, and then I'll put it down in the description box for you guys. That store is certified to have the real one, because they are actually sellers for Loungefly. But yes, so if you see that your bag has a heart logo or a crown logo, don't automatically assume that it's a fake. What we have noticed is that the fake ones do seem to only have the heart logo, meaning if you have the crown one, you should be good. It's going to be the heart logo where you're going to have to look a little bit closer. So that's like the main thing I see about people wondering whether or not theirs is fake. So don't use that as like the thing that tells you whether or not it's fake. If you'd like, again, more detailing, a more detailed like look at all the differences between the real and the fake one, please go ahead and find the video that I have doing like an in-depth comparison of the two. The other main things you're looking for are, you know, the color of the green. The fake one is like a solid like lighter green. The real one is this nice like deeper green, and it has this like texture look to it. The fake one is just like this smooth faux leather look. So once you see a side-by-side, super easy to tell them apart. So go ahead and take a look at that. Other main things, the stitching on the circle is not nice and even, and it's like, you know, it's got like a smaller space between the two stitching lines. The fake one seems to have this like big gap usually. The horns on the fake ones are awful too. They're like poorly made, pointed in weird directions. Some of them I've seen like the horns are like almost touching at the tip. They should not be. They should be sticking out fairly far from each other like that. But yeah, so those are a couple of the things you're looking for. I think this paneling right here too, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 here. The fake ones tend to only have 3. And then just as a general rule for all of the fake bags is that the construction is super poor. Like it's not going to be like nice like this. You see how this bag like holds its shape? The fake ones tend to kind of collapse on itself. The stitching will be bad. Like I've seen fake ones with like, you know, the pocket is like mushed and just it doesn't hold its shape very well. I think the people that tend to have the most problems is when it's the first bag that they bought, and so they don't realize that Loungefly don't look like that. They're much better made. And then the other main thing on all the fake ones is that they tend to have really flimsy straps. So if you can see, here's the real one, you know, it's nicely padded and stuff, and you know, because it's well made, it does kind of stick out from the back. I've noticed that when the fake ones, the straps tend to be super flimsy, and so they'll hang like pretty much flat against the bag because it's not padded, so it doesn't stick out like this. But yeah, those are like kind of like the two main things that will like quickly tell like are red flags for me. Might not necessarily be the case, but those are like red flags for me, is that bad shape of the overall bag and flimsy straps. Forgot another thing that I've noticed people have issues with, wondering whether or not it's a real or fake Loki. This bag is real. These are both Lokis. This one is the OG. This one was a re-release. So people look at them and they're like, oh, this one's fake because it doesn't look like this one. No, it's not. The fake looks like this one, just poorly made. This is a real version, the second re-release version of Loki. So it does look really similar, and I think that's why people get so confused. But once you see them side by side, again, that's when you can like, oh, okay, they're definitely different. You know, different horns, different, you know, overall design, plaques at the top, plaque at the bottom. So they're both real, promise. You can see they're both real, well made. Again, hold their shape. So that's kind of just my quick like overview and corrections and stuff, more information from the video that I made like 3 years ago. So first fake that we're going to talk about, I should have done this with the original. I didn't because I didn't think about it at the time, but the OG wallet is also fake. Throughout this video, if I don't have the fake one, which I don't, the only fake one that I have is the OG Loki. I don't have fake ones of any other ones. It's people sending me photos that they've taken of bags that they've gotten fake. So I'm gonna put them up just to show you guys so that you can get like a visual of what these fake ones look like. If I have the original and the real one, I will go ahead and show you guys too, and that way you can we can look at the details a little bit easier. So the OG Loki has been faked, but also the OG wallet. So there's only really two main things on there that quickly like stand out so that you guys can see if they're fake. Is instead of the green texture here, like this dark green textured, it's the same color as the fake one, which is like this lighter green, and there's no texture. It's like all smooth too. So that's really quick. Again, if you know what you're looking for, it's fairly easy. So once you know, like if you're having to sit there and like really think about it, it probably isn't fake, because if the fake one, once you see it, you're like, okay, that's definitely bad. And then the second thing that we know that's easy to tell if it's a fake is that the wallet has it's like one of those, you know, zip open wallets, and then there's like a zipper down the middle for change. The zipper on that inner pouch, there should be a little logo that says LF on there for Loungefly. The real one has it, the fake ones don't. I've seen like a bunch of people show me pictures of their fake ones, and the fake ones don't have that logo, so it's not stamped on there. So those are like the two quickest things to tell whether or not you have a fake Loki wallet, the original one. Let's see. So next one that we will be looking at today, I do have one for you to show you guys in person. Here is President Loki. This was an exclusive release for New York Comic-Con. I can't remember now. Oh, I'm sure there's a tag on here. Let's see. Yes, so this was a New York Comic-Con from 2021. It's an exclusive limited edition, so it was only released at the con. Unfortunately, you won't be able to buy this one anymore directly from anywhere, only secondhand from somebody. So, fake one that we have seen, if you're buying from, so you're buying from secondhand from another person directly, or if you're buying from a secondhand site, say like eBay, or people have been doing like AliExpress, I think is the name of it. I don't think it's on wish.com, but like those secondhand sites. First thing is, if you see it's coming from China, it's probably gonna be fake. Like, the odds of it being real or not, I know that they're probably manufactured over there, but they're sending out fakes. They can't manufacture real ones and be shipping them out, especially if they're like exclusives like this. I do want to mention too, some people are okay with getting the fake ones. I mean, in reality, you shouldn't be supporting like making counterfeit products like that. But if you know that you're getting a fake, you're okay with paying that price, that is your deal. We're not saying anything to anyone about that. My main issue with like wanting to let people know about the fakes is that a lot of people are buying them expecting the real thing and then getting the fakes. So like, that's deceptive, and I don't think that's fair, and I do want to help people not get scammed that way. So yeah, if you're buying from China, it's gonna be fake. On that same note, people are asking like, okay, so China's bad, they see bags that are coming from Japan. Japan bags are actually most likely real, because Loungefly Japan has like kind of like their own little world over there. Not only do they get some of the bags here in the US, the one we sell out here, sometimes they still have them available on their site because it's not as big there. The other thing is they actually have their own exclusives too, which is pretty cool, that don't come out anywhere else in the world. Like the Iron Spider-Man that people always ask me about, that was a Japan exclusive. So you won't be able to find that anywhere now. It's like years old. As far as we know, there's no re-release in order, and it's because of, I think, licensing issue. So that's why you see like a lot of other Spider-Man versions have come out, but that one chances are won't be re-released because it's like a Japan exclusive, so it's a whole thing. Anyways, so if you see some Japan bags, Japan exclusives, there's a good chance those are real. So China's the one we're worried about. Anyways, so back to the fake one. So I'm gonna put, again, I don't have the fake one to this one, so I'm gonna put side by side for you guys. I've seen a couple people get the fake ones, and so far they've all looked horrible. So again, I told you that the main thing to look for in a fake bag is the stitching and if it holds its shape. So if you guys can see, this one holds its shape very nicely. And the straps are nice and padded, and you see that it kind of sticks out from the bag. It's not like so flimsy that it's laying flat against it. Yeah? So the other things that I have noticed with the fake ones, again, put photos, so I'm going to show you guys so that you can see the side by side. So some of the things we've noticed were like the plaque, or not the plaque, sorry, the election pin. So on the real ones, it's kind of a little offset like that at an angle. The real ones I've noticed, they have them like flat across the front, so that just like, the word Loki just goes straight across. The plaque is poorly made. I've seen that it's like, the green part around it is like sometimes too big. The plaque is like super off center. So like it looks sloppy. And then I've noticed too is that these little notches right here for the lapel, I think is the word. I'm sorry, I'm not good with those words for like a suit. So this part of the suit right here. So if you guys can see the stitching on this is, it's fairly nice. It's laid nicely. The fake ones I've noticed are like, it's poorly made and it's like rough. They definitely don't make it very well. You see how it's like all laid out nicely, and there's no like scrunching of the material. Everything is laid out nice on the side. And then another thing to watch out for, this is similar to like the OG Loki, is like looking at the portion of where the crown is. You see this, all of this right here is like nice and even. The stitching is even. I'll notice on the fake ones that the horn placements are off. So they're pointed in funky directions, or it's just the craftsmanship is sloppy. You can kind of see it. See here, the stitching is nice and even. Sorry, I keep looking down because I have my notes down here of what to point out to you guys, because there's so much that I don't want to miss something, and plus I'm very tired. So it makes it easy for me to forget stuff. So really quick, let's see, we talked about the plaque, those notches, the straps, horn looks off, and then just bad stitching overall. So hopefully those side-by-sides give you guys a good idea of like, I mean, I'm guessing some of the fakes probably do look better than others, but so these might be like extreme examples. So once you see it, you know, like, and sometimes, I mean, you can find some of these fake ones at lower prices. So if you're, you know, you don't want to pay like the $200 to get the real one, and you really just don't care that it's fake, for a cheaper price, I guess it's all right. But some of them are selling them more or less at retail, and personally for me, I would not be happy getting a fake for retail price of the real bag. Just, it's, you know, I work hard for my money. I don't want to spend it like that. Anyway, so there's that one. Next one for tonight, last one for tonight is Witch Minnie. So I don't have the OG of this one, so I'm gonna have to do this all by photo for you guys. I don't know where this person got it, but they were very kind to send me the photos so I can show you guys the side by side. So really quick, same things as the other ones. The shape of the bag is a little bit off. It doesn't look quite nicely laid out as a normal Loungefly. Super flimsy straps on the back. You can see it. It's like not padded. It's hanging completely flat against the back. Now, looking at the front, so the little cauldron that Minnie is holding, there's like that bubble at the top. If you look closely, around the bubble should be like stitching along the edge of it. The fake does not have that stitching. It's just flat. And then around the pumpkin part at the bottom where has the cauldron, the stitching around the edge of the pumpkin there should be orange. On the fake, it's black. So they're using the same you know, stitching as like the lines on the jack-o'-lantern. They just kept using the black and made the outline too, but on the original and the real one, it actually should be orange. Next, we're looking at the bow on her hat. As you can see, the real one should be, you know, super nicely made. It's got like, you know how a bow, like it's folded, so it's got like the little folds. On the fake one, it's like folded once, so it's just this piece of fabric like bent over with like the middle part of the bow they're holding it. Instead, like the real one should have like, you know, several little folds in there. And then also on the hat, there's like two lines. That's like the decorative like crease line of her hat bending over. On the fake, it's just black printed. It's just like two black lines printed on there. The real one, it should be debossed, so it should be like dented in. So one of our lovely viewers let me know what it was, and I had to look it up again because I already forgot. So deboss means that it's like pushed in to the bag, while emboss is the design is raised up. The way I remember is that deboss is like depressed into, like the design is pushed into the bag. But yeah, so that on the hat. The zipper also are not Loungefly. So on a actual Loungefly bag, you should have Loungefly zippers like that with their logo stamped on there. On the fake Minnie, it didn't even have the Loungefly logo. They didn't even try. It's just two regular little zippers on there. And then another big thing, so this one I haven't noticed as much on the other fakes. I think the candy corn snacks was, not candy corn snacks, sorry, the Halloween snacks. When you looked at the lining between the real and the fake ones, like the print on one of them was like way bigger than the other. But in this case of Witch Minnie, the lining in the fake is these like little fun pumpkins and then little bows. While in the real Minnie bag, the pumpkin looks different. So again, if you just pull up a photo, you'll see of what, you know, look up a photo of like the Witch Minnie bag and then look at the lining, you'll see that that's what that's supposed to look like. The fake one has a totally different pumpkin, different jack-o'-lantern. And then in the real one, instead of just little bows, it's, you know, Minnie's ears and then her little witch hat. So again, you know what you're looking for, super obvious that the lining is completely different in the real and the fake one. But yeah, that should be it. That's all of the new ones that I remember, sorry, it's been months that I've actually discovered these other bags. I just haven't had time to sit down and again go over the details. As you guys can see, this has been a long video, but I had a lot of information to go over with you guys. Alright you guys, I hope that all this information has been useful to you, and like I said, please don't panic too much about fake ones. They're a lot easier to avoid than you might think, especially if you have at least even an idea of what to look for. So I hope this information was helpful to you. If it is, please, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel so that I can keep you updated with any more stuff that comes out. And plus, if you like watching any other videos that we make, we do everything from, Loungefly review videos to just kind of lifestyle family things. And follow my daughter on her T1 journey. She was diagnosed a little over a year ago, and we'd like to spread more awareness about the disease because a lot of people have no idea what the disease actually entails, and usually they have the wrong idea. And I admit that I'm one of the ones that had a completely wrong idea of what type 1 diabetes is. So follow along if it's something that might be interesting to you to learn about and stuff. And we'd like to obviously cover a lot of Disney stuff. So yeah, so that's it. Don't forget to do all the usual stuff. Subscribe to the channel, I always have a link tree in the description box to safe small shops and discount codes if you guys want to do some shopping. But yeah, that's it you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave some in the comments. I do my best to go through and answer them. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to get back. One, if I don't get the notification for whatever reason, and two, it's just, life's busy. Yeah, thanks so much for watching you guys. We will see y'all next time.